Pooh. Auntie live, okay? So don't say nothing crazy. He's playing his game.
I just got jumped by people.
You just got jumped.
Rare sound. You hear me?
Yep, we good.
All right,
Hop on TikTok real quick.
do it.
Chose on. Notice one. Dog, that's back down. You know, on your one. Whip fast.
Peace, everybody. Peace. Peace.
What's good, everybody?
We in this. We in this. Another
Morning.
day, another way.
Morning. Risings for some. I know some of you. I don't really like that word either.
What?
Good morning.
Morning.
You don't like that
Oh,
word.
yeah. Because it's like, morning. Morning means death. And
yeah.
all this.
The internet, but the internet that made it weird to say risings. They be acting like niggas who say risings is weird. So
Yeah.
Can't win with the internet, boy.
You can't win.
Undefeated, boy.
Yeah. They be like, yo, you can't trust jokers that say Grand Rising.
Right.
Yo, what's the check-in like? What's the check-in? Where y'all at? So I can shout y'all city, shout y'all state, shout y'all country out. Let's send y'all some love. We over there on TikTok. We everywhere. We on TikTok. We on IG or not?
No, I ain't even do Instagram.
Oh, okay. So shout out to TikTok. Shout out to YouTube.
Let me see
let
me see if it'll come up though. Hold on. All right.
What's good?
What's good, everybody? As you come into TikTok, please double tap the screen. Quicker y'all get to 15K, the quicker we can get started. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. We got South Texas. We got Nashville. Shout out to Cashville. Shout out to Louisiana. Shout out to Orlando. What's good? What's going on? Put your city, put your state, put your country in the chat. I'm show you some love. All right, put your area code. We got Zamunda, Connecticut. What's good? Shout out to my peoples up there in Bridgeport. Right? Stanford. We got St. Louis, Ethiopia. Shit.
What's good, everybody?
Stockton. What's that? Stockton, California? It's early over there. It's like 6 a.m. over there. Kansas. What's good? Grand Rising. We got the 314 in the crib. Shout out to 314.
What's good, y'all? Let's run them lights up over there. Let's get them likes to 10K, at least 10K, 15K.
Hey, let's get to 10. We at 3. We pumping it up. What's good? We got Florida. Shout out to Florida.
Y'all come on in and run the lights up. Double tap the screen. What's good, everybody?
Wallace, North Carolina. Where that's at? Wallace, North Carolina.
We're in the boonies.
That's in the country.
You in the country.
We got South Florida. Shout out to the 305. We got South Florida. Shout out to Miami.
All right, so we do got a couple things to talk about today. We got some XRP, of course. I feel like we always got XRP news.
All day.
Yeah, we got some some clips we're gonna play with XRP. We got some documents from Smoke that we're gonna show. And then I got a post from Mr. Man that I also want to show on X that we're gonna talk about. So yeah, y'all just run them lights up. We can get started.
Run it up.
I don't know what y'all be doing over there.
We got London. We got Fort Worth, Texas. We got Japan. Shit. Yo, if you in Japan, share it out to your peoples over there.
I know we're being suppressed on TikTok though. We're definitely being suppressed on TikTok. Like,
yeah,
the views are low. That's how we must be very close to everything popping off because I don't know if it's because of restream, but we're very, very suppressed on TikTok right now. Like, normally when I get off live, we'll have 1,000, 2,000 viewers. It's literally down to under 300. Like, I believe yesterday Eva sent me a message and it was What was it at?
Like it was like 200 something,
298 viewers. So I mean, went from like 1,000, 2,000 viewers to 298.
which is
Yeah,
wild.
we must be hella close because I've never been that low on TikTok. Or I don't know if it's restream. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe we should just do TikTok in the afternoon today. I don't know, just to see it.
Now we gotta show YouTube love. That's what I was saying.
I
YouTube, they
know.
went up. The views been over here.
Yeah.
People
Y'all
don't
been
catch it
showing
live.
up.
They watch they rewatch it because it's posted after that. So
Right.
um
We at
yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not
we
sure
got
what's going on over there on TikTok. I know we at 10K right now though.
we got
Appreciate
Russia. We got Russia. Shout out to Russia. We got
it.
Coney Island.
Let's get to
Shit.
15K. Let's get to 15K. All right, y'all. See, I'm gonna go ahead and get started since we at 10K. I'm
Okay.
gonna get started. I think I want to start off with this this article from. Oh wait, not this one. All right, so I'll start off with this XRP and Solana news. I feel like this is some big news that came out this morning. So it says XRP is most likely. Actually, let me share my screen so
Mm-hmm.
y'all can all see it. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up right here.
Y'all keep double tapping the screen. Y'all keep sharing the live, fam. Share the live if you're on YouTube. Share the live if you're on TikTok. We've been doing daily news for the past couple weeks now. All right. What we got?
Always gotta start.
We got.
I'm pulling it up right now.
Shit.
All right, let me make this big. All right, so right here we got some XRP and Solana news.
Okay.
As soon as it load up, there we go. All right, so XRP most likely to get U.S. spot ETF approval ahead of Solana and Doge. And this is from an analyst. Yeah, this is data from Keiko indices. It shows XRP and Sol boost the deepest 1% market depth on vetted exchanges, with XRP surging past Solana since late 2024 and doubling Cardano's ADA in liquidity. So scroll down a little bit. So XRP and Solana are top candidates for a spot ETF approval in the US, driven by their high liquidity, with the Ripple related token edging out among others for what could go live on the market earlier. So is this the interview for it? Yeah, I'm not playing that. It says data from this company called, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Kaiko, whatever, indices, however you say it, shows XRP and Sol boost the deepest 1% market depth on vetted exchanges, with XRP surging past Solana since late 2024 and doubling Cardano in liquidity. So unlike Bitcoin, which secured spot ETF approval after Gary Gensler's legal victory, highlighted the SEC's inconsistent stance on futures and spot markets. XRP operates differently. It lacks a robust futures market, and its trading volume is largely offshore. However, XRP's U.S. spot market share has climbed to its highest since the SEC's 2021 lawsuit triggered delistings, with while Sol's U.S. share has slipped to 16% from a 2022 peak of 25 to 30%. So XRP's momentum is further bolstered by the recent launch of a 2x XRP ETF by what was the name of that company? Tucrium.
Two. Wait, how do you pronounce it? Hold
I don't
up.
know how to
It's
pronounce
right
that.
here.
Tucrium.
Yeah. Tucrium. Yeah.
I'm sick of these companies and their names.
Tucrium.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Which tracks European ETPs and swaps agreements to deliver twice XRP's daily returns. It racked over $5 million in volumes in a day. It also reported about the provider's most successful launch. So this underlying market improving dynamics and the launch of a 2x XRP ETF last week positioned XRP ahead of other assets when it comes to approval. Wow. Liquidity don't lie. It says although some tokens such as Litecoin which have very similar consensus mechanisms to BTC and share similarities to commodities. Options market reflects caution with a bearish skew in the implied volatility smile for the April 18th expiration, signaling demand for downside protection. The SEC has acknowledged several XRP spot ETF applications, with Grayscale's filing facing a critical May 22nd deadline. So, yeah.
Nah, we here, fam. We are here, fam. Like the fact that XRP is just rolling over, and we got more news on how XRP is just being more and more validated. Like the CEO of you mentioned the CEO of or the company Tucrium, right? The CEO literally just said they like XRP. You got that video?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up
Okay.
right now.
That article from the Times tabloids has the video in there. So if you got that article that I sent you, it's in there. So basically in the article it says I like XRP. It will be used as a tool in the future to move money. In the future to move money, right? So basically he was in his conversation with ETF analyst Nita Garci, and the CEO of Tucrium was emphasizing both established infrastructure and its practical utility in cross-border asset movement.
You
The
talking about
movement of money, huh?
You talking about this video or another one?
No, no, no. Go to the tabloid, the Times tabloid article I sent you.
Gotcha.
That one. Yep, 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 yep. There we go. So basically said, oh, okay, so he said I happen to really be an XRP fan. He described XRP as possessing a good use case and labeled it a very legitimate, furthering expressing his respect for the team behind the project, remarking that they're smart people and I like the asset. So it's kind of like he's like, yeah, they're smart people, but he can't like overly emphasize. I could tell like he probably suppressed a lot of his true feelings, because of what's going on right now. So it's a shift. It's a shift that we're going through. And if you scroll down, Ash, there's a video in there where he actually explains exactly like why he likes XRP right there.
Oh, shout out to Smoke. They got Smoke all in the y'all need to pay.
Oh
I
yeah.
think y'all paying Smoke. I really do. Using his content. Y'all need to start paying.
I mean, they gave him props for this article. So
Oh.
I ain't got the sound.
It's no sound?
Nah, we don't hear it. We don't hear it. Might have to play it. Might have to play it from the phone. Hold up. Let me.
so
I'll play it.
annoying,
I can play it from my phone if you want me to.
I got it right here.
Oh, okay.
It's just annoying that it does that. I don't know why it does that because it's not. Is that a YouTube video?
Nah,
Yeah, X. I don't
it's
know
on
why.
X.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not playing.
And so I like crypto. We didn't really do much with Ether. I happen to really be an XRP fan. I think that it has a good use case. I think it's very legitimate. I think that they're smart people, and I like the asset. And so when we realized crypto, there was going to be a more let's say friendly atmosphere toward crypto by the new SEC. We got to work. Filed as soon as the new SEC came, as soon as the old SEC was out of power. Let's put it that way. And the 75 days went by. And we launched as soon as we possibly could, and it was a very good process. It was tough to do. We got excellent tickers, and we're here, and we're happy.
Bitcoin is a store of value, and you were just alluding to what Ripple's doing. But how do you like to explain what XRP is? Just at a basic level.
What was the point of bringing up Bitcoin
It
right
may not
now?
be a proper explanation, but what I tell people is that it is it's going to be used as a tool. It's a tool that's going to be used to expedite the movement of assets, primarily money, around the world almost instantaneously. They've built out the platform and the system. There are enough XRP out there and around. They have a very good dissemination plan. Everything is going to be better regulated, well regulated. They're willing to be regulated. They want to be regulated, and we've got hopefully an administration which appears to be very crypto friendly, and we're very glad about that. So I think XRP's use case is primarily the movement of money and assets around pretty quickly.
Okay, so
and mind you, that company Tucrium, that company has been around since 2010, and basically they're listed, they focus on ETP products, right? ETP, like, exchange traded products that's listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Their products allow investors to gain exposure to agricultural commodities in an equity format. So they're connected to the agricultural game, and commodities, so people could just buy that equity, through their platform and stuff like that. That was the CEO talking about XRP, just to give you some perspective on what the company deals with. So we always said, man, like, them commodities, man, right?
Exactly, and he pointed out that the circulating supply of XRP is adequate for fulfilling its intended use case. He said
Uh-huh.
there are enough XRP out there and around. So he is very confident in the assets distribution model. I mean, I could tell he was very he couldn't sound too excited, but he couldn't even hold it in some of the time because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
his tone was going up and up, and he was catching him. You could tell he's holding himself together.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and you can tell the other guy he's trying to spew Bitcoin into the conversation because he knows he like, all right, we can't make this too much about XRP, but like they ain't gonna be able to keep holding this in, yo. This is like it's like squeezing a sponge right now. Like it's gonna like information's gonna keep coming out. Like y'all, I don't know how much longer they think that they can hold this asset back, but people ain't finna be able to keep holding this in. Like I don't know how much
Yo,
longer they think this gonna last because it's not.
you the guy that was just talking, literally, the company sponsors ETPs like corn, wheat, soybean, cane, like sugar cane, and all these other products, fam. You think they ain't gonna be working with XRP? Crazy. So
Insane. Man, that's did Smoke have anything else or did you just have the
I
just
think
something
he
else?
had one more thing. I think he had one more thing.
Oh, you talking about XRP with the throne Ethereum?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that
yeah,
right
because
there.
because yeah, because like I said, like I was telling you on the phone, I don't think I sent you this article, but so basically, Ethereum is still being dumped. It's still being dumped. So a company called Galaxy Digital dumped off $20 million worth of Ethereum, and it's continuing to have like more and more bearish sentiments and stuff like that. So Smoke actually dropped a document. Are you showing the doc? Is that the document right there?
Um, hold on. You know this thing acts stupid, so give me 1 second.
Oh no, you good. You good. You are good.
I hate X on the MacBook. It doesn't let you like scroll. It's like weird. It pops up when it wants to. I have the screenshot right here on my iPad though. We can kind of look at it. We'll just share this. This is why it's imperative to get in the Telegram. I'm gonna just share it in Telegram. I can't scroll. I don't know why it won't allow me. I'm pressing the arrow. It's not allowing me to scroll. Oh well, I'm not about to get mad about that.
Yeah.
Um, I'll share this.
Nah, nah, it's no reason to get
For real. That shit's annoying.
no
Um,
reason to get mad. So
let me
basically, you wanna read that post from Smoke, or at least some of it. It's pretty long.
All right, I just put the post from Smoke in the Telegram. So if y'all want to follow along with that, it's right there. So it says XRP will dethrone Ethereum as a top altcoin in 2025. Oh, you talking about the screenshot? Or you want me to read the post, the actual post first?
Oh yeah, yeah. Just the post. Yeah, the post. I mean, people could
Okay.
get the screenshot in the Telegram if they want to go further.
Okay, so it says Ethereum's decade-long grip on the altcoin market is cracking under the weight of its own inefficiencies. Scalability failures, outrageous gas fees, and stall upgrades are pushing users and developers to exit. In 2022, Ethereum fees peaked at $200 per transaction. Even with promised improvements, congestion, and costs enough to plague the network, it's becoming clear Ethereum can't scale fast enough to meet rising demand. Damn, that's already deep right there.
Yeah, yeah, and it says meanwhile, faster, cheaper, and more efficient competitors are stepping up, and none with more momentum than the XRP ledger. XRPL is engineered for global scale, financial grade reliability, and here's what it's positioned to take Ethereum's crown. So, point one: superior transaction speed and scalability, right? Because remember, the XRP AM surpassed traditional Ethereum base AMMs, notably those following CPMM models regarding speed, scalability, and efficiency, lower fees, carbon neutrality, and institutional migration away from Ethereum. because Ethereum got them high ass gas fees, right? Minimize slippage and permanent loss in DeFi, right? So our results show that XRPL AMMs reduces slippage and impairment losses, improves price synchronicity, speed, and enhances overall operational efficiency. And Ethereum's DeFi layer is inefficient and outdated. Damn,
Wow.
damn, damn, fam. So that's why XRP is poised to dethrone Ethereum, apparently. So
Yeah. So I mean, these are the article screenshots right here. So this is definitely getting talked about. Too early to pick winners and losers. Ethereum smart contract enabled platform provided it with the first mover advantage as developers building applications gravitated to it, which led to a network effects as its ecosystem of decentralized applications and the number of users leveraging these applications expanded. Um, so it still has a good use case. I don't think Ethereum's gonna go anywhere.
no.
I just think it'll be less popular. Since it's better options. At the end of the day, the gas fees is what's gonna turn people off. Like I know I always turn to that, but no one is about to be playing with Ethereum's gas fees, and we're gonna have like XDC and XRP and HBAR and all these other assets that barely give you gas fees. So no one's gonna be paying $150 to move $30, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's that type of shit.
That shit don't make sense, yo.
Doesn't make any sense at all. So I just think it'll become less popular. I think it'll still be utilized though. It just won't be as popular. So it's that we did. Do I think we watching the fall of Ethereum? I think we watching it become less popular. It's almost like somebody being y'all was ever in high school and somebody was popular and then y'all came back the next school year and they won't as popular no more. I think it's kind of like that. Like an athlete falling off type shit. So yeah. Wow. So
Nah, that's wild.
Ethereum will be dethroned as the biggest altcoin, and they said this will happen in 2025.
We are in 2025, right?
Yep.
I'm just saying,
I wonder
fam.
what's gonna happen.
We in Q2. We in Q2. We are in Q2 of 2025. This is the time for you to if you're not opening your eyes right now, because I know some of you guys on this chat right now, whether you're on TikTok, whether on YouTube, y'all probably not in as deep as we are, but now is the time for you to accelerate your learning. And you can accelerate your learning by joining the Telegram. You can accelerate your learning by making sure you follow us on all these different platforms so you can be ahead of the masses, because they're going to keep, like you told me last night, they're going to keep ramping up the distractions. They got more and more distractions queued up on the way for you to stay over there. But yeah, we're not looking over there too much. We look over there for a second, and then we right back here. The stuff we're talking about right
I
now,
just be
right
like,
back
let me
here.
see what they got y'all talking about. And I'll go look like, oh, okay, yeah, that'll work for a couple days.
Yeah. So
That's
don't
how
get,
zoomed out we are. I don't take nothing in the media that serious. Like,
because you can't, yo. You can't, yo. You really can't. Like it's that should be like crazy, fam. Like that people that just get caught up and be like, yo, you see what happened with this? I'm like, that shit don't got nothing to do with me.
yeah,
That's that. Nothing to do with my pockets, nothing to do with my situation. That's them.
yeah,
That's them. So I know you had another video with Jim Rickers, right?
yeah. Let me share my screen again.
Yeah. Let's see what Jimmy talking about. Jokers in the, got him. Oh, somebody in the comments said got him. Yo. Very distracting. Once November hits, a lot will be exposed when it comes to crypto.
It's gonna be before November, but yeah, it'll be November is gonna be like on some different shit. But so yeah, shout out to Mr. Man. This is a post from Mr. Man. He said there are two choices in the currency war: either the system collapses or it's reformed, like what happened with Bretton Woods. This currency war is spanning until 2025 or 2030. Looks like we've hit the eye of the storm.
If you go
Let
out
me
15
start this
years,
over.
we're looking at 2025 to 2000.
To give you some background, Jim Rickers, he used to, I don't know if he still works for the government, but he still has heavy ties to like governments and the IMF and all this shit. Like he's in deep with them people, like the deep state, all them. He know all them cats. This is Jim Rickers.
The world is not always in a currency war, but when we are, they can laugh.
Can y'all hear it?
Yes. Yep.
a very long time. What I describe as currency war one lasted from 1921 to 1936. What I described as currency war two lasted from 1967 to 1987 with the Louvre Accord following the Paris Accord. Currency war, so one was 15 years, one was 20 years. Currency war three began in 2010. And if you go out 15 years, we're looking at 2025 to 2030. The reason currency wars last so long, they have no logical conclusion. They have no logical conclusion. The only way a currency war ends is either the system collapses or you reform the system. You can reform the system as we did at Bretton Woods or as we did at the Smithsonian Agreement, the Plaza Accord, and the Louvre Accord in the 80s, or you can let the system collapse as happened in 1914, 1939. So those are your two choices.
Well,
You said those are two choices. Those are two choices.
mm-hmm.
You got a choice. You got a choice. You got to make it today, though.
He said either the system collapses or it's reformed. So,
yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting post. Shout out to Mr. Man for that one. I thought that we had to make sure we shared that one with y'all because I thought that was hella interesting.
And like I said before, man, Jim Rickers, he knows what he's talking about. He is heavily tied in with like all these high-ranking officials all over the world. He probably has dinner, lunch with all these guys all the time. So he knows exactly what he's talking. He's been around the block for a long time.
Right. So now we have Trump saying that there's a possibility that revenue from tariffs could be so substantial it might replace income tax entirely. So
the richest. We were the richest.
What's the quote of the day? The same
income tax? I know you're the only one that's asked me that. Oh, I deal with all these big financial geniuses. Nobody ever. There is a chance that the money from tariffs could be so great that it would replace. You know, in the old days, about 1870 to 1913, the tariffs were the only form of money. And that's when our nation was relatively the richest. We were the richest.
Yep. Sorry. Yeah. There we go.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right. I mean,
I can't wait till they get rid of taxes in the IRS. I hope he's successful at doing that. And I'm not trying to make this a political debate, but I don't give a fuck who it is.
You don't today tax day anyway. Ain't today tax day.
Y'all don't want to pay taxes. Ain't y'all tired of taxes coming out y'all check? I mean, I think we could all agree on that. Like, I hope he's successful at doing that. Is all I'm saying. Yeah. So this,
do that.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I did have another article though.
Okay.
Oh wait, this is Smoke page. Hold up. Smoke got some more stuff on there too. I need to go back over there. Right here.
You just added some more?
Yeah. So right here, I wanted to talk about this. So the treasury market right now, this post right here, it says the U.S. Treasury market over the past week saw investors fleeing the safe haven in an unusual move that added to the market turmoil caused by Trump's reciprocal tariffs. The usual outflow begs the question, who has been selling and why? So this was interesting to me because I'm going to get into this article, but this is how you know that they're manipulating the market. I want to show y'all clear market manipulation, right? So you see CNBC just said that right here. The treasury market saw investors fleeing, right? If we go over here, I showed you this earlier. This is how, and they got us right where they want us. We don't know what the hell is going on. I can scroll down here and BTC right here. Bitcoin ETFs are facing record outflows as watch this, institutions cling to the U.S. Treasury market. Now, what I just told y'all was over here. Did I just tell y'all?
Well, which is it?
Which one is it? I just told y'all that the Treasury market just said that they seeing outflows. They said investors are fleeing to a safe haven. So wouldn't the safe haven be the Bitcoin ETFs, or are they fleeing to the XRP ETFs and not Bitcoin? And then now they're trying to, and this is why I be saying, don't be listening to these mainstream media headlines that's pushing Bitcoin, because they are finessing. they got everybody right where they want them. But I thought that was interesting because I'm like, well, CNBC just said that
Yeah.
investors fleeing to a safe haven. And then I come over here to CoinDesk and y'all talking about the folks over here who was holding these Bitcoin ETFs right here. It's facing record outflows as institutions cling to the U.S. Treasury market despite the recent wave of tariff-driven instability. Which one is it?
Damn, fam.
I had caught that. I was like,
They, you know, they trying to keep y'all confused, man.
yeah.
They trying
I
to keep
was
y'all
like,
confused.
okay. Now, could people, Bitcoin ETF lose over $800 million in April as institutions stick with bonds amid tariff volatility. So I'm like, well, that's weird because y'all said something else over here at CNBC.
Right.
So what data
Then you got Michael.
are y'all looking at and coming to these conclusions, or are y'all just saying shit? This is how they manipulate the market. This is why even you told me Coop was looking at the charts. Even he don't. That's why I told y'all I don't have anything against people who do charts. You know what I'm saying? But this is why I told y'all can't nobody predict this shit. This is a prime example of why I said that. This shit is not predictable. You can look at the charts all day long and it can give you indications, yes. But this is the confusion that they're putting in the market. So I just showed y'all this is CNBC saying Trump's tariff drove a treasury sell-off. And then this right here is CoinDesk, and they saying that institutions stick with bonds.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta use your best brain, and that's your God brain. So use your discernment.
Use your discernment. Use your discernment. So I thought that was interesting. I wanted to point that out to everybody because I'm like, which one is it? What's going on? What data are y'all looking at? Where is this coming from? But it's like at the end of the day, they don't want us to be trying to figure out what's going on. So you literally.
I know what's going on. We know what's going on because listen, I was watching HBO Max last night. An ad popped up and it was cracking.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it was crack. It was a cracking ad that showed up on HBO. I was like, oh, okay, we there. Okay.
So what does it say right here? It says sell bonds, buy Bitcoin, proclaimed a popular social media account last week. And then it says here that crypto advocates who believe that tariff-induced volatility in the U.S. Treasury market, a cornerstone of global finance, has revealed the fragility of the dollar denominated monetary system. However, institutions are not buying into this narrative. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, we're at the point now where we gotta just sit back and watch this movie play out.
Yeah. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show.
Whatever they're doing. I don't know if they plan to do some world event like in a G20 movie. I don't know if they plan to do a cyber attack. I don't know what they plan to do. Whatever it is, though, what we showed the other day was Trump has a year to get this shit done before midterms. He has a year. He has to get this. That's all I do know. That's what I do know. That he has to get this done within a year. And he has to start. He has to move fast. He don't have any time to play around at all. Like I don't even think Trump has time to spend time with his wife and kids right now. That's how much shit he has to get done. Because he don't have no time. Like I don't even know if this dude's gonna be able to take a vacation in his first year.
Blue Era said Venezuela already drafted their crypto bill. Oh yeah, they need it. They need it because they need a currency reset over there. Damn. So I guess we just sit back and see what's going on. I'm pretty sure more news will come out, as we get on later. Did you have anything else?
No, that was it.
Okay.
I just want to share that. Yeah, other than that, we'll hop back on later if some more news and stuff comes out. But yeah, y'all, we are in uncharted territory. We are in a any day now phase. You don't have time to play or bullshit. Now, what we are gonna do an exit strategy class. We're gonna do another exit. We're gonna do a live exit strategy class at that, so that way people can ask questions. So drop if you I know TikTok and YouTube, if you feel like you need an exit strategy course, drop a fire in the chat. Y'all want like an exit strategy class, not course. My
Like
bad.
an updated one.
Yeah, a more updated exit strategy class. If y'all want an exit strategy class, drop a fire. Let us know. That way we know if it's a demand for it, we'll do it. We'll set it up. We'll set it up today. We'll set it up and have the Podia link and stuff available in my bio and in Telegram and all that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, if y'all want an updated exit strategy course, let us know. Okay, I see some fires over there on TikTok.
I see some fires on TikTok and on YouTube. All right.
So yeah, we'll have so we'll look like we got some demand for it. So yeah, we'll do an exit strategy class because I think at this point the market is needed, especially since it's any day now type of thing. Because once we get those crypto regulations and they sign that stablecoin bill, Ripple case look like it's wrapping up. You're gonna need a plan, and I think a lot of people, especially new people, especially if y'all missed the first one we did with Crypto 901, you probably want to take this one because now we actually closer than ever. See, when we did the exit strategy class with Crypto 901. We weren't in this place in the market. Like Gary Gensler was still in the SEC. You know, we ain't had no clarity. Like now we got motion. It's actually we see, bills are getting ready to get signed. Crypto's about to be signed into law. So this actually is the most important exit strategy class. I think this is bigger than the first one.
Yeah, we're gonna do something very thorough. We're gonna be very thorough.
Very thorough. And that's why I want to do it live so y'all can ask questions and really go from there. Y'all know I'm gonna bring DeFi up. So go ahead and do some research on DeFi before you even come to class. So y'all have an idea of what decentralized finance is. Because I'm gonna just tell y'all what I'm gonna do because I'm not a financial advisor. D's not a financial advisor. All I can simply tell y'all is what I'm gonna do, what he's gonna do, and y'all could take from that whatever you want to. That's what we can do. Other than that, yeah, I think this is the time to do it. So shout out to Tino because I asked the Telegram, and Tino had brought that to my attention. I'm like, oh, exit strategy class would be a smart thing to do right now. Actually, it's actually the smartest thing we could do right now is an exit strategy course. So yeah, we'll have that available for y'all. This that's well, I guess Dia go ahead and get the link and stuff ready. Y'all will have it by the end of the day.
Yep.
Yeah,
and we'll give you the date and date, time, and everything. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, and this one's gonna be thorough too. So we're gonna make sure that class is live and y'all can ask questions and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be a thorough class. Yeah, we'll see y'all in that. We'll probably do it in about a week and a half. Give everybody a week to get in. We'll probably get the class. The class is gonna be cheap. It ain't gonna be a lot. With like $44 or something, $40.
Yeah, something like that.
Like $40, $44, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, we'll do an exit strategy class. That sounds good to me because I want everybody to be. That's the biggest thing for me is I'm so glad y'all invested, y'all got in, y'all know about these utility assets, you're doing your due diligence. This is the easy part. The easy part is accumulating the assets, storing them on a cold wallet and learning DeFi. To me, this is the easy part. The hard part is going to be keeping your wealth, maintaining it, growing it. That's the part where you need a strategy. And that's where I think a lot because you can say, oh, I'm going to just start a business. I'm going to open up a barbershop. Listen, y'all, it takes, I think, 2 years for most people to profit in business. So just have other options than just be in your mind. Because you can say that right now before you got $30 million sitting in your face. I'm going to start a business. It sounds good. It's so easy to say all this shit right now. It's easy, but it's a little different when it's in your face and the sky's the limit. So that's why I like that. I like that DeFi option because it just allows you to make money in your sleep. I like that type of money as well. So
now we're gonna have some nuggets. We're gonna have some major nuggets. We're gonna pull out all the stops on this one. So we got y'all.
President said what you said about a barbershop. No, I was saying, I know nigga, I was using that barbershop as an example. Like niggas gonna want to open up a business. They might want to open up a barbershop, but I was just telling them like it's sometimes it take 2 years to profit when you open up a business. Like you don't always profit right away. So, some people do, which is a blessing. Some people don't though. A lot of people don't. So, but yeah. Other than that, we'll see y'all at 1:00.